Hello and welcome back, and we are finally moving on to question 4C. And this one's very similar to the other two. Obviously it's in the same section, but we only need part of the knowledge from the previous one to be able to solve this one really easy. It's a really easy question. For question 4C, you will be given 3 triads in root position, and you have to tell the quality of the chord. So there are 3 types of chord qualities. There are major, minor, augmented and diminished, and we just need to work out which one of those it is. So let's go through what they mean. So from the previous from the previous questions, you should already have scribbled out on your paper a keyboard, and you should also have hang on, if I just fill this in quickly, start off with our C, D, E. Just shouldn't actually need it to be that big for this one. But of course you won't have to redraw this every question. You can just use you'll only have to draw the circle of fifths out once, hopefully, and you'll only have to draw out a piano once. It just helps in the exam to have one, so make sure you have at least one. Don't need to draw it out every time, obviously. I'm just doing this to remind us. There we go, and we'll call that C, and that C, there we go. We'd also have our 2, 2, 3, 3, 45. But the interesting thing about this one is we don't actually need it. Well, we might need 4. But here we go. So that's 1 semitone. A major second is 2 semitones. A minor third is 3 semitones. A major third is 4 semitones, and a perfect fourth is 5 semitones. We shouldn't need to go the whole way for this one, because we can work out, we've been doing intervals so far. You know, what's this distance up to here? Oh, that's a major third. And that's all we need to do. We just need to do that twice. So a major triad, I'll write this out, so major. Is a major third on the bottom and a minor third on the top. What do I mean by that? So if we take the notes, we'll do it for C for every example. C, E, G. So we'll use C as our root each time. If you go up a major third, which will be, as we can tell from here, hang on, I'll just put a little minor next to the smaller ones. We won't even need these two. So a major third is 4 semitones. So if we go up 4 semitones, so we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, we arrive at the note E. So C to E is a major third, and then E, let's go up a minor third from E. So we could go 1, 2, 3, because 3 semitones is a minor third. That gives us the note G. So a major third followed by a minor third is a major chord. So just to give another example, if we had, let's do it with D at the root. So D, and then you want to go up a major third, so that is 3 semitones. So D, we go major third, which is 4 semitones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is F sharp. And then going up a minor third from F sharp, which is 3 semitones. So F sharp, we go 1, 2, 3, A. So that would give us a D major chord. So that's what the formula for major chords. It's a major third on the bottom and a minor third on top. For a minor chord, it's the opposite. We have a minor third on the bottom, and then a major third on top. So let's work it out. We'll have C as a root, just as an example. Let's work out a C minor chord. So C, we want to go up a minor third, which is 3 semitones. 1, 2, 3, that's E flat. And then from E flat, we need to go up a major third. So that is 4 semitones. So E flat, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That is G. So G, E flat, C, E flat, G is a C minor chord. And it's because we've got a minor third on the bottom and a major third on top. Now the two other types of chords that don't show up as much but still do exist, diminished. So we've got a diminished, which is 2 minor thirds. So you have a minor third on the bottom and then a minor third on top. So it's the same interval twice. So let's have C at the bottom again. And let's go up three semitones because that's a minor third. So 1, 2, 3, that's an E flat, just like in the minor chord. And there we have another minor third from E flat. We go 1, 2, 3, which gives us G flat. There we go. So it's started off like a minor chord, but the G flat makes it diminished. We've got that diminished fifth interval in it, or the tritone from C to G flat. And there's one other type of chord. We have the augmented. This one doesn't show up as much as the others, but then again, diminished doesn't even show up that often. And the augmented chord only normally shows up in, I think it only appears naturally in one of the minor scales. I think it's is it the harmonic minor or the melodic minor, or both of them? But it doesn't appear that often. So let's just work out what this one is, and you could probably work out what it is. If this one's these two are just the switch around, and this one's just the minor chord, then this one's just the major chord. So it's a major, sorry, not a major chord, a major third, followed by another major third. And this is the formula for our triads. So this is probably, if you've looked at triads before in intervals, then this is probably very familiar, but I think it's just worthy of going through. So let's do it again for C. So we know that we want to go up 4 semitones because that's a major third. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that gives us E. So it's looking a bit like the major chord so far. But then we go up a major third from E, which is 4 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. G sharp. We've got that augmented fifth. Hence the name of the chord. Diminished fifth, augmented fifth. And this is a really useful thing just to scribble out quickly. Major third is a major on the bottom, minor on the top. A minor triad is a minor on the bottom and a major on the top. A diminished is 2 minors because it's kind of constricted, it's diminished compared to a normal one, which would be G, it's smaller. An augmented, which means bigger, is C to E, G sharp with a major and a major. But we can use this to work out our chords. So that's just kind of the other way going around it. That's using writing out a major triad from a given note. But let's do it to work out what notes we have here. So for each one, I'd probably write G, B, D. Sometimes you do get this in other clefs. This one's nice because it's all in treble clef, but just always check to make sure you're reading the right key signature. And let's have a look. So G, we want to go up a major. Let's go up the work out what it is from G to B. Starting off on G, so we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is a major third, so that's a M3. I'll put that over here. M3, or capital M3. And then we were on B. We want to go up. Hang on, I'm just going to have to. There we go. We're going to go up to D. So 1, 2, 3. 3, that is a minor third, it looks like. So minor third. And so if it's major on the bottom and minor on the top, we know it's going to be a major chord. Now, don't put G major, although it is a G major chord, because that's not what the question is asking you. It's for what type of chord is this? And the answer is major. It's only asking you for that kind of quality. What quality is the chord, not what the actual chord is. Don't go G major or C major or whatever it may be. Just put it's a major chord. So let's have a look at this one. So this is quite easy to work out now that we know what we're doing. We have F, A, and C sharp. So F to A, what interval is that? We go 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a major third. And A to C sharp, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a major third. So 2 major thirds, we know that that is going to be an augmented chord. So all we have to do is write augmented. We don't have to work out what type it is, although that is quite easy. All we have to do is look at this bottom note and write down augmented. And that's all the question's asking you for. There's only going to be 4 possible answers. It's going to be either major, minor, diminished, or augmented. There we go. So let's do this last one. So we've got an A, a C, and an E. I'm just going to write that out because it makes life a lot easier when looking at the piano. A, C, E. So we'll go up from A to C. So starting on A, we go 1, 2, 3. So 3 semitones. That is a minor third. M, little m, 3. And then C to E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. So that is a major third. So a major third. So if we have a major third on the minor third on the bottom and a major third on the top, then we know that that is going to be a minor chord. So all we have to put here is minor. And that's all the question is asking from you. So all you have to be able to do, because we can already work out the intervals because we've done that in the previous 2 questions, is you need to be able to remember that a major third on the bottom and a minor third on the top is a major triad. A minor third on the bottom and a major third on the top is a minor triad. A minor third followed by a minor third is diminished because it's 2 small ones. And a major on top of a major is an augmented. So the 2 together, where they're the same interval, are the weird ones, the diminished and the augmented, the bigger one being the augmented and the smaller one being the diminished. And with the 2 where it switches around, just to save confusion, if you go, oh, if it's a minor on the bottom and a major on the top, does that mean it's minor or major? Look at the bottom one. The bottom one will tell you. It's that kind of the C going up to E flat or the C going to E, which will tell you it's the minor quality there. The major or minor is given by the third of the triad. So look at the bottom one. If it's got a major third at the bottom and a minor third on top, major. If it's got a minor third on the bottom and a major third on top, it's a minor. So there's not much to this question. I know I went into in a bit of detail for this one, just to recap kind of the different kind of triad qualities. But that's all we have to be able to work out for this question, and just put either major, minor, augmented, diminished. That is the end of question 4, and this question really does prepare us for the first set of questions in question 5, which we'll move on to shortly. I'll see you in the next video.